Well, Anne, you've really done it this time. And, by the way, as from here, you don't need to have watched that. I mean, you probably already have watched that, but you don't need to. Following a dangerous space battle, Anne has been reduced to nothing but a torso, a thinking, feeling torso that needs rebuilding piece by piece. And luckily, she's in good hands. Or, good claws, I guess. The claws of none other than her daughter Mona, a horrifying Dryad Sanguophage hybrid who's going to rebuild Anne and the Sanguophage Empire from nothing. Or less than nothing, I suppose. We're going to go from crashed refugees stuck in a perpetual death rest all the way up to the rank of Emperor. Along the way, we're going to reunite the Sanguophage clans under one ruler and survive the onslaught of the feral undead and Inquisition alike. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, we're just going to build another evil castle filled with slaves and Sanguophage overlords. No, no, no. You see, vampire or Sanguophage society has come a long way. Any idiot with a big gun or bionics can rule over people through force. No, no. We don't just want to rule over our enemies, we want our enemies to come to us on their hands and knees and beg to join us, to bask in our glory as their betters. Charity is essential, slavery is illegal, the highest treatment of our underlings is enforced, and they will love us because they choose to, not because they have to. We will be, ironically, a beacon of light in this dark, undead world. And of course, if you would like to play along, if you want to start your own benevolent Sanguophage Empire, then the full workshop collection, load orders, save game, etc., is all available down below. And this went through almost 3 days of testing this time to ensure that it is rock solid and won't fall apart. And welcome, finally, at long last, to Rimworld Blood Empire, where we're going to build a benevolent Sanguophage Empire. What better way to rebuild your power base than to have people follow you because they love you, because they are loyal to you? Trust me, Anne has a whole Discord worth of proof that that works fine. But that wasn't hyperbole. Anne is totally out of the picture here. She's going to need rebuilding piece by piece slowly over the course of many, many volunteer raiders. And many volunteer raiders there are. We have feral undead Sanguophage, we have the Inquisitors, we have Toxes, and an Outlander Union who probably isn't the biggest fan of working with us currently, but of course all that can change. And we found ourselves having crash landed in this rather amazing looking boiling forest biome, courtesy of the one and only Helixian, a place where we're going to rebuild our brand new empire safely away from the rest of the planet until we're ready to reveal ourselves. And our ideology is an ideology of class, sophistication, and refinement. Gone are the days of vampires hiding in caves, fearing the sun. We're Sanguophage now. The sun is just a minor inconvenience at best. If we want to build a glorious, glowing castle to show off how great we are to everyone else, we can do that very thing. The problem with our Sanguophages believing that they're the best, though, being so egotistical, is that they hate dumb labor and they expect only the finest, nicest furniture. Our Sanguophages are going to rely on a class of thralls who are going to do all of the dirty work, all of the hard work that the Sanguophages themselves don't want to do. Now, of course, it's one thing to win over the hearts and minds of random raiders that might turn up, but what about winning over the hearts and minds of the Empire themselves? We're going to take every opportunity to invite nobles here, show them how glorious and how long-lived you can be as a Sanguophage, and then maybe give them a little bit of a bite, a little bit of a nibble, and turn them over into Sanguophages as well. But before we can do all of that and more, we should probably go and find a cave to hide in. This little area here seems about halfway, so I guess we'll start building out from here. Let's haul everything over, Mona. Now, as powerful and ancient as Anne is, and as useful as she would be right now early on, it's going to be a long time before we can do anything with her. She is completely knocked out there, so all of our effort, everything is going to come from Mona. Psychopath, abrasive, asexual, very skilled, and maybe very arrogant as a result. She is the daughter of Anne and Petal, the result of some horrifying hybridization project resulting in a paneling. All of the strengths of the Dryad with all of the strengths of a Sanguophage. That intense UV sensitivity normally found in Sanguophages almost cancelled out by photosynthesis. Maybe a blessing, maybe a curse. Now let's let them get a good night's sleep as much as they can. Let's build a temporary shelter and we'll go from there. I think our top priority early on here has to try and be rebuild Anne as soon as possible. She needs a jaw, a right eye, both arms, both legs, lots of various internal organs. It's going to take a lot of effort. And unfortunately, a lot of medical experimentation. Mona does only have 4.25 medical, so this is probably going to be quite a painful experience. Luckily for us, we have this very fancy House Sanguine longsword that we can use to maybe get 1 or 2 legs or arms. But we're going to have a very specific weapon theme this time around. We're going to be very high-tech vampires. We're going to have access to all that Imperial technology, and we want to prove how good we are, right? So we're going to embrace all of the spacer tech, all of the ultra tech, but we're going to stick to some of the Incredible House Sanguine gear. We're going to be using a lot of cryo weapons this time around. Nice frozen weapons that we can use to knock our enemies down, take them prisoner if we need to, and keep their blood intact. And what better way to fight the fire weapons that the Inquisition are going to be using against us than with ice? Let's not get too fancy with things. I don't want to go too over the top. I don't want to go too crazy. Let's throw down a little building where Anne can death rest safely. She's going to be in perpetual death rest pretty much forever at this point until we can start giving her some internal organs. Then we'll give Mona a building that she can live in and maybe some storage areas too wouldn't hurt. We'll stick to building as close to the river as possible, given that fire is going to be an enormous weakness for both of them. Obviously, Sanguophage is by default, but Mona being a Dryad Sanguophage hybrid has a lot more to worry about than your regular Sanguophage. Luckily, though, she's in safe hands, and very rarely do I let my bases burn down in Rimworld. I guess we'll just go ahead and blank off all of Anne's jobs, given it's going to be probably many, many months before she's going to be up and fighting. I think a sensible option might be to work through the night and then flip Mona's schedule over to be effectively a night owl. It's basically a choice. Do we want her to photosynthesize and save on food, or do we want her to move faster in the night, not having to worry about that UV sensitivity? And I think right now food isn't really a big deal. We've only got to feed one person. But why is she so smug? Even when she's asleep, she's so damn smug all the time. There is nothing to smile about. You're in a lot of trouble. It might be a good investment early on just to throw down a single death rest casket, so that Anne can at least be in that perpetual death rest a bit more comfortably. Oh god, Mona, please don't waste those. Those are so hard to come by. And 5 construction, there we go. What we do need to try and do is build up her construction so that she can build some coolers pretty early on. Because if we get a heat wave, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, and look at all of the buildings we have access to. Psychofluid well, Invocation Matrix, Hemodynamic Accelerator, Small Hemogen Amplifier. Oh my god. Well, even though we are hemogen drinking Sanguophages, we do still need regular food. And of course, when we get some volunteers, we're probably going to need some food for them as well. I'm going to grow on the river. I think that's the nicest way to go for it. Watercress, water chestnut, taro, or lotus plant. Just stick with what we've got. Let's go with some taro. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Let's go for a little bit of variety. Let's throw down some water chestnut. Let's throw down some watercress. There you go. Probably couldn't hurt to preemptively throw down medicine, cloth. Hold on, but if she sleeps outside, we haven't got to worry about the move rate negative, and she won't lose any food from her food bar. This is big brain. Just photosynthesize when you're asleep, dummy. Oh, shit. Careful, careful, careful. Don't you die on me immediately. It's okay. This is good. This is good. This is good medical experience. I don't think we want to be using medicine for that. We've got to save that for all of the many, many surgeries we're going to have to do with Anne. If you die of an infection now, my god, I'm going to be angry. Ooh, and level 15 plants means she can already get an expertise. Look, she's part Dryad. We've got to go for an expertise in, I think, planting crops. She's got a lot to do here by herself. So with sowing, we're giving her 5% plant work speed per extra level she gets from now on. I'm happy with that. I think that one's fine. We could have gone with social if we'd have saved up and turned her into a proper little force to spearhead rebuilding here, but this is fine. This works really well for her character. Oh, that was fast. What are we going to name this place? I'll leave it up to the comments section. As always, I am your humble servant. I will take my favorite suggestion from down in the comments, and we will call Anne's base that. If you go for a pun, chances are you're going to find a special place in my heart. What do you mean they've already found us? It's the Stellar Inquisition. A group of hunters from the Stellar Inquisition have arrived nearby. They are attacking immediately. Is your name Knife Leisha and you've got a knife? The Stellar Inquisition, Sanguophage hunters, they are going to be our biggest enemy throughout the course of this campaign. Worshippers of fire and haters of Sanguophage. Now this one is they're just an early scout here to test us out. Eventually they're going to have specialized fire and plasma weapons, and they're going to be very scary. But you know what? I feel like Mona's probably got this one. Here they come. Let's try and take them alive if we can. Have you got any skills we can put to use? Well, if nothing else, I could certainly put your legs to use. Fight. Fight and kill. Execute them immediately if you can, by all means. Come on, Mona. Don't die on me early on. Ooh. A friend. A friend for me, you don't say. Ooh, she took a couple of bad hits, but nothing we can't patch up here. Let's get you captured immediately. Should have built a prison while we had some downtime. To go from Sanguophage Hunter to potentially incorporated into one of the oldest and most powerful Sanguophage, what a sad life for you, Knifeleisha. In hindsight, I'm not really sure why we're patching you up. It's good medical experience, I suppose, but we're just about to hack you apart again. Oh, well, who could have seen that coming? Who could have guessed that sending someone in a shed in pitch black darkness on dirt might have lent to a couple of infections? Oh, shit. Both legs. Ah, well, I mean, 10 quality 0 probably means we should start pulling you apart right now. Stop cheering. You did a bad job there. I suppose we'll try and take what's going to be the hardest thing to take, right? And more importantly, what do we need just to get Anne back up on her feet? We could maybe take right shoulder, left shoulder, eye, jaw. It's not going to happen, is it? We need a heart, so we'll go for that one last. We'll just take what we can. Why don't we just take everything we possibly can? One kidney, one lung, both eyes, etc., etc. Maybe before you begin, though, let's just throw down some torches. I worry that maybe Knifeleisha is going to die before we manage to get many of these things extracted. Just be fast. Just be fast about it. Hey, level 6 medical, what did you get there? You got an arm. Oh my god, I never thought it would happen. Come on. Come on, 2 for 2. No medical skill. Ooh. Yeah, okay, that's a bit more what I was expecting. Failed catastrophically. We could try and patch you up, or we could just, like, keep going and try and take something else. No, you are dead. You are very much dead. But that's okay. You know what? One arm? That's a good start. That's more than I ever expected, and it was good medical training. Now, look, ultimately, we are still Sanguophages. We're not completely against cannibalism. We could maybe not let Knifeleisha go completely to waste. I think we want to avoid going too wood heavy, given how much of a weakness fire is to this entire colony. Simultaneously, somewhere a little bit more sterile than a dirt floor would come in very handy. She's done a good job. That's a great start, so I'm not going to push her too far. Let's give her a little bit of recreation. It's not going to be great to kick things off. Mona has an ability called Seed Implantation. Implant seed into a living host to start germination. She could effectively found her own line of Sanguophages, because of course there are multiple lines of Sanguophages now. There are your standard normal Sanguophages like Anne. We've got the Panlings like Mona. We have Strigoi and Bruxa, and all the new horrifying Sanguophages added with vanilla expanded Sanguophages. Now I want Anne to unite all of those different Sanguophage clans, so Mona being in charge of her own is quite nice. We'll design the bases of each individual xenotype based on what they are as people. We're probably going to need a leader for each different Sanguophage clan as well. They're going to have different strengths and weaknesses, so we could have one group doing, say, the artwork, another group doing the engineering. But right now, we are planting cress in a river. Now, one reason that they diverted their escape pods to landing in this particular biome is this biome has boiling rain. This one is boiling drizzle, very fine, but prominent boiling rain, which makes people and animals suffer from light burn damage. Of course, Mona and Anne being Sanguophages, they heal much, much faster than any regular person. This makes it a very unappealing place for the Inquisition to come and visit, but for our vampires, it's a minor inconvenience at best. And I never even considered that. It's pretty good medical experience too. She's learning how to tend all these burn wounds. I just want to tidy up the room, Anne's, and this is going to upset her, isn't it? Mind, did dumb labor. Come on. Very few fires, -2? Looking at those fires makes me uneasy. Oh, you're upset because there are a few fires. That makes it sound like she's upset that there isn't more fire. Jimbles. Oh, Jimbles, my friend, it is a bad day to be you. An organ farm named Jimbles. I mean, is that not fate? He's suffering from paralytic abasia. Fine. Oh, Jimbles. My god, with a haircut like that, you're asking to be dissected. Interesting, look at that. He's already part of the enthralled people. Weird. I wonder if a different Sanguophage captured him before then. Let's get him, well, captured. Sorry, Jimbles, I've got some bad news, my friend. We are about to turn you into the organ farm that you were destined to be. I need that jaw. We're just going to treat Anne's health tab here as a checklist. We need a jaw, a right eye, a left shoulder, a right shoulder, etc. And we'll just go through in order. Let's start with the jaw. And I'm going to take it one by one because Jimbles has technically joined us, so we can patch him up if anything goes badly. I could even be persuaded to tend any infections he gets and keep him around as, well, an organ farm. We succeeded with the jaw and got medical level 7. Let's go for those eyes of yours, Jimbles. Benevolent Sanguophages. Look, this is a means to an end. They're very troubled by things like death. They don't experience death. They're immortal. This is absolutely going to accept them. The fact that they have to harvest these organs to keep themselves alive. They're good people. I mean, Mona maybe isn't that much of a good person. Come on. Nice, we got the eye as well. Oh, she is full of surprises. Now we need 2 shoulders. This one's a bit more complex. It's monstrous. We're supposed to be the kind, benevolent Sanguophage, and then we saw that in his wallet was an organ donor card. What I'm going to do is actually spread this organ harvesting over a longer period of time, because there's a limit to, of course, how much she can learn in one particular day. She's already up to 8 medical, which is surprising. Rebuilding Anne was supposed to take a long time, but she's gotten very, very lucky with all this harvesting. I mean, oh, this is so tragic. What a terrible shame that we're forced to do this. You've got to bear in mind this is only half the battle, right? Because after this, we have to implant it into Anne, which is far harder. You know how difficult it is to give someone a new spine? I mean, Mona's gonna find out very soon. Will this kill him? Hang on, he's human, not Sanguophage. Will this kill him? Well, I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? It's for science. Oh, it works fine. Did you actually manage to extract her? Oh, you can extract spines. I just thought it would have shattered it. Oh, amazing. Hold on. Stop. We've got a bigger problem. Harvesting is only 1 medicine, but reimplanting is 2. And we only have 8 medicine left, and I'm not really sure I want to do a spine transplant with herbal medicine. Look, let's at least go ahead and harvest what is fully grown. It's going to be a long time before the regular heal route is done. Wow, is that grown already? Oh my god, that was fast. Whoa. What is the very bare minimum we need to get her back on her feet? Well, feet. Firstly, we could just give her peg legs temporarily. That's fine. The heart, I still haven't extracted. Maybe we do that next. The heart and the liver are very bare minimum. Same with the stomach and the spine. Save the 8 medicine for that. That could work. Okay, we're going to try and remove your heart using herbal medicine. Please bear with me. The liver too, I suppose. You can't get by without a liver. Oh, this is monstrous. This is monstrous, but it's for her mother. She's not just gonna leave it to suffer while Jimbles the organ donor lies there eating all of our food. But we'll remember him. I'll build him a mausoleum, and he will be remembered as the one who helped save Anne's life. Oh, Jimbles! Jimbles has died during surgery. It was, in fact, taking the liver out. I thought we might get a little bit of time. I thought we might go into organ failure, but it turns out I don't have that mob this time around. Wait, did I see that right? He was only 17. Oh, he's lived a difficult life. Oh no, it's construction level 6 to build a mausoleum. We'll build him a sarcophagus then. He will be remembered as the great savior of Anne, or at least part of her. Along with that other person, I presume many other people. Thank you, Jimbles. You will live on as this colony's legacy, my friend. Oh, sweet Jesus, there's artwork on it. An engraving on this sarcophagus is shaped like Mona Bud Green, putting Jimmy Jimbles Van Oosten to sleep with anesthetic while surrounded by scary-looking surgical tools. Mona has blood smeared on her face. The work seems to represent cataclysm. We're the good guys, I promise. Mona, what is wrong with you? You're so weird. I mean, we're the good guys. Mona is not. She is unequivocally evil. No, don't do me like this. A poor traveler named Afwasterson is approaching looking for help. They would like to medicine. Oh, I feel like I could oblige. Oh my god. Afterson of the Parrot Clan. That's amazing. Cult of Madness. Schizoid. Whoa. You've got a critical passion for crafting, eh? Huh. Maybe we take all the mad characters and we unite them under Mona's clan. Given that, you know, she's pretty much the, she's pretty much the poster girl for insanity. We could borrow the mad person, and we could test out Mona's seed implantation. Oh, let's get them. Let's just get them. This isn't a major faction, the League of Ifda. They're not anybody we have to worry about. You want some medicine? We'll provide you with some medicine, don't worry. Labor conversion stuff. Oh, now that is a gift. Oh, look at this. Seed implantation. Implants a host with the seed. Birth will kill the host. Allows archetype inheritance. So it allows us to grow another dryad of Mona's Sanguophage type. Interesting. Do we want to do that, or do we just want to enthrall Afterwasterson instead? They've got some very good skills, and high artistry is going to be very valued in Sanguophage society. But because I think we want to enthrall you instead, we can say convert ideology, at which point wardens will attempt to convert them as per usual. But instead, we can go to the social tab and change the ideo to enthralled. And I believe what that will do is lower their assurance as it normally will do, and then change them over to enthrall instead. And with a ritual, we can bind them permanently to a Sanguophage of our choice. Gives them a new trait that makes them love the Sanguophage that they are enthralled to. Or alternatively, ignore everything I've ever said because you have 3 critical passions. A critical passion sets your learning speed to 300%, but lowers all the others to 25% of their original value. So your learning speed, even with crafting, is 19%. Or artistic is 0.55%. What I'm getting at, of course, is get implanted stinky. And thus a whole new era of fan art was born. Excuse me, don't just walk away. We might have to anesthetize them first, because they keep walking away from the seed implantation for whatever strange reason. It's almost like they don't want to die. There we go, and implanted. Amazing. Affected by implanted with seed, major. Oh. Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta suck it up, you millennial. The problem with you young people, you're just allergic to hard work. 1 minute it's, oh, I don't want to go into the mines anymore, and then it's 5 days between Rimworld episodes. It's unbelievable. Sorry? Sorry? Oh, it's Cock Excellente! Oh. Cock Excellente, great blood drinker of the feral Sanguophages, has reported a group of flesh-eating ghouls, eating anything that remotely resembles human flesh. Ghouls are hard to describe. In part, they resemble humans, yet on the whole, they are utter negation of all that is human. If we succeed, it will improve relations with the feral Sanguophages, maybe making them slightly less feral. Maybe we could bring them into the fold and civilize them a little bit. Simultaneously, I'm not really sure I want to go out there and fight ghouls on behalf of Cock Excellente. Oh, my cress. We've got a cold snap. I mean, to be fair, this is a permanently winter biome anyway, so I don't think it'll really make that much difference. Mona's comfortable up to 7 degrees C, and then Anne is to 5 degrees C. We might need a couple of campfires, but honestly, a cold snap I can deal with. Heat wave, we would all die horribly. Okay, let's very quickly get these harvested, Mona. We've got a new mouth on the way. We've got a new mouth to feed. We're not going to be able to do it in time, are we? Oh, go. And there you go. All the plants are dead. The heel root will at least live. We could harvest it early, though, and try and get Anne back up on her feet a bit sooner. Implanted seed is up to extreme. Hunger rate offset is up 50%. I suppose we're going to have to start cooking you some meals. Sorry, Mona. I know how much you hate doing any sort of hard work. 57 herbal medicine and 9 regular medicine. I mean, look, it's not as if you can kill Anne if the surgery goes wrong. I think we'll do it. I think we'll start implanting some things into her. So in total, we can go left shoulder, right shoulder, jaw, liver, right eye, spine, stomach, and then we'll give her a couple of peg legs, because we're going to be waiting a while on that one. To be fair, we could borrow your legs. You're not going to need them when that seed hatches. Good idea. Oh, careful. We really do need those. For God's sake, please do not kill them. Oh, the cold snap is over already. Well, that was fast. Ah! You idiot. I knew all those early surgeries were too good to be true. Oh, just instantly killed them. Oh, you freaking idiot. Well, easy come, easy go, I guess. I knew it was too good to be true. We had so many good, successful surgeries early on. Something had to go wrong at some stage, didn't it? Ooh. Hello. An arm for Anne. Look at that. Mona reached 10 medical. Amazing work. A jaw for Anne. Don't mess this up. Don't mess up. You got such good medical skill now. Look at her go. I would rather her fail 1,000 surgeries on random people that we've got from drop pods than fail on poor, sweet, precious Anne. 1 liver. Oh my God, she is knocking it out of the park. Now we are down to only herbal medicine now, so this is where things might mess up. Let's see if we can restore that eyeball. Come on. Come on, watch your eyes. Oh! Okay, well, I mean, at least you got it roughly in the right place. Good as new. This one is important. This one could potentially get her back up. Oh my God. Mona, you've done such a good job. I'm so impressed. And with the stomach, the only urgent thing now, we need to actually get her up and moving, is the heart. That's the only thing remaining. If you can survive with 1 lung, 1 eye, 1 kidney, a couple of peg legs, that's totally acceptable. Oh, Sims, my poor sweet idiot friend. A cave world tunneler. Okay, I mean, we could take one. To be fair, they could be a traitor. That seems like a nice excuse to find a heart. Let's bring them in. Hello. Oh, you're certainly dressed for the part, aren't you? Cave wall, tunnel, underground. It's somebody to do some of the mining. They believe in human unity. Welcome. Nice to see you. Lovely to have you on board. We could always hit her with the seed implantation because she isn't amazing, I will admit. Good at mining, and that's about it. Oh, shit. This one actually is important. The fleeing praetor. One man-hunting cat, and this will be our journey into taking over the whole empire. Of course, we've got to accept. Mona, get your sword. Who can we... Oh, we can only accept with either Mona or Sims. I do want Anne to become emperor, but there's no reason why our clan leaders, like Mona and whoever ends up being the leader of the Strigoi and all the others, there's no reason they can't also have high ranks within the empire. So let's go for it. Since Mona is abrasive, she would demand that the title's privileges be fully respected. She may refuse to do certain work types or eat low-class food and will issue decrees. Another colonist would be more flexible. Do you want to continue? Sadly, yes. Yes, I do. Mona, kill that damn cat. Prove to the Empire that we can be trusted. Sanguophages? No, Osnek. You must be confused. We're just civilized folk making our life out for us here. It's a small battle. It's a basic battle. But my god, it could be one of the most important things we're ever gonna see. Because just like that, we have earned the goodwill of the Empire. Anne's new empire. Ah, hello. Please don't crush my heel root. Right, all out war. That's it. Maybe the deserters are onto something. And Mona is a yeoman. Oh, what a horrible idea. Oh, for God's sake, she's going to be such a drama queen. You're not sad about the... yeah, no, we can get away with butchering human-like. That's not a problem at all. She's happy that we helped a noble. She's also happy that Jimbal's died. So you know what? A prisoner died in brackets responsible for the death of a prisoner. Now they'll all respect me. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Maybe it wasn't all that bad. Ooh, look at that. 18 vials of blood as well from butchering that person. We can flip that blood into hemogen packs for the long term. I think we should always do that. When wouldn't we want to turn that into a long-term hemogen solution? Oh, and what a Sanguophage delicacy. Look at this. 6 blood, 14 human meat, and some of the finest taro root. Ah, everything a growing Sanguophage needs. All we need is that heart to get Anne up on her feet. All we need is a heart. Sims, how much would you like to help out here? The heart and a couple of legs. We don't even need the legs. We can get away with the legs. And in fact, we could build the rest of Anne from Sims. An eye, a lung, a kidney, because she can survive on that, and then we take the heart last. Oh, Sims, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're just not that useful right now. Yes, do it for Anne. Do it for Anne. There's one leg. Maybe patch her up before you take the other. Let's go back to doing this one at a time. Yeah, she gets a little ahead of herself. She's just very passionate about this. One kidney. One lung. Take the eye. Take the eye. Then all we need is a leg. Oh my god. You're knocking it out of the park. This is with herbal medicine. She's got up to 12 medical today. Frightening. What a frightening character. I genuinely planned for this to take, like, multiple episodes. They just keep throwing people at me. This is the much harder part, don't forget. This is the thing with the higher failure rate. Come on. What was that? That was a lung. Okay, that one was kind of important. We can't get a second one of those. And for the leg, that's not so urgent. Okay, that one worked fine. It's the one thing that we didn't really desperately need. We could have got away with giving her peg legs, but that's fine. Okay, kidney up next. She failed again. Mona, come on. Your heart's in the right place. Well, right now it's in the wrong person. Come on, restore that other eye. Second attempt. Here we go. Come on. Come on. She failed. She failed. Oh, for God's sake. Luckily, we have a spare eye. Third time's the charm. Come on. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Mona. Fine. Okay, I can forgive the eye. Just get us the heart. We need an adult here to run this colony. I'm not sure Mona can be trusted. She's a little bit, unhinged. Thank you, Sims. You will not be forgotten. Your heart will go on, in the words of Celine Dion, inside of Anne. This is for all the marbles. I'm going to let her have some sleep. You know what? I want her to approach this totally prepared. 100% mentally ready to do this. Oh, okay. Or she started it preemptively. Okay, come on. Come on, see it through. She's done it. She's done it. Look, death resting. 4 days left. She's no longer knocked out entirely. She no longer has lethal injuries. Oh, Mona, you've done it. 4 days, and then Anne is back and can lead us to a whole new Sanguophage Empire. And Sims will make for a delicious meal. Oh, God. Oh, not this again. Now, remember, we're trying to be civilized, so any sort of future cannibalism-related incidents, we're going to have to do that very quietly at the back of the castle where no one will know. We can serve the Empire cannibal meals and just tell them, oh, it's a delicious new type of meat that our chefs have been working on. Don't need to know that it was one of their friends. That's a minor detail, okay? What a fantastic day. Sure, we didn't fully restore Anne. Using the parts of 5 different people, we've managed to get her to a stage where she is well enough to at least prepare to stand again. Of course, we still have a bit more work to do. I do want that extra eye, lung, kidney, leg without any compromises. I don't just want to be giving her a peg leg because we can. I want her to be as good as she possibly can be. I think this has been the most excited I've been in a long time to actually just be playing. Just to be experiencing this particular mod pack, playing the series, working up through the Empire, biting as many people as we can along the way, and having all of those different vampire clans with their own ideologies and their own architecture and everything united on the map. There's going to be so many different facets to this. I hope that the intro at least did some of it justice. I think this is one that is going to be... I think this might be the most fun I'm going to have with this in a long, long time, I will admit. It's going to be a humble beginning, but there will be that day, eventually, where we've worked our way up right to the top. I can see an enormous castle in the middle of this river with all sorts of vampires and cataphracts and sanguophage clans. This is going to be a fun time. Thank you for joining me. Again, if you do want to play along, that's all available in the description. If you've got any problems with that, bring it over to the Discord. And this one should be very, very straightforward. It's a very simple, but I think well-defined mod pack this time. Less than 300 mods, so it should run pretty well, I think. Thank you, of course, as always, to the executive producer tier patrons, without which I would not have the many time and all of the effort that it takes to throwing all this stuff together in the first place. A thank you to Perplexing Porpoise, Birdman, Couch Eckley, Rambler Uno, Lyndon the Dragon, Rixo, Vladriax, Sherlock, Irish Commissar, Commissar Fox, Sideshow C, Kairobi, Hudzu Wudzu, Commissar JK, Phantom Volpine, Complex Quanta, Tungsten Heart, Ooh, Catlord, Cryoxis, Nuanced Fart, Erica, Jai, Ember the Kobold, RX, Utah at 95, Ithronal, Cheese King 21, and your fella for their support. The executive producer is over on Patreon. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this series. I think it's going to be like I said, I think it's going to be definitely the most fun for me to play. I certainly hope it translates over to something fun to watch. Thank you as well to Red Noah, Jordan15J, Elias Valberg, Asgaran, Citatus Lingua, Erotha, Alyssa V, Mochi Panda, Ashen Soul, Thorn Midwinter, Halo Lover, Generally Mean, Ace of Hearts, Nagakure, Puka Boy, James Earl, Detective Google, Hottie Sphinx, Andrew McKinnon, Danny Torno, and Bleed. See you all tomorrow.